mistakes. Always look back and see what you could have done better, what you were planning on doing, and what succeeded, what worked, and what didn't. Always look back at your games, review, and learn. The secret to chess is not moving, by the way. That is one of the little-known secrets. Not moving, more thinking. See everything about your possible destination before you move.
It's really all about your diet. You know, you are what you study. And if you study great players, you play great chess.
If they're attacking your rooks, threaten a queen. If they're attacking your queen, threaten checkmate and pawn. And in all cases, you can counterattack with check as an in-between move. Counterattack. The #1 tool, recommended by grandmasters.
Regularly playing.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, grasshoppers. Just a few Monday morning issues. I don't know if anyone else experiences Monday morning issues, but Monday morning, logistics, delays. Someone had unplugged the automatic cat feeder, so it took me a good 20 minutes to remember the login and adjust accordingly, because I always promised myself that I would give him a noontime snack and maybe a midnight snack. So I added those features. Hopefully my daughter doesn't find out. She's in the next room listening to me. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I woke up. Usually I wake up and the cat is eating, because the automatic feeder goes off when I wake up or when my alarm goes off. Today, however, there was no food in the bowl when I came around the corner. That was not cool. Very, very, very not cool. As it turns out. So this Wednesday evening, we have the ever so amazing Society Billiards wildcard draw, which of course may or may not be between 9 and 10 p.m. in the evening. We'll know a little bit closer to that. Grasshoppers. The old Kung Fu series. The old Kung Fu series, which was starring David Carradine in the Shaolin Temple. And the old master, in your particular case, you would probably know him as Shifu. I cannot remember what his name was in the old Kung Fu series. There were at least 3 seasons of Kung Fu. Back then, there were quite a number of episodes. So I remember buying the DVD set at some point and never quite getting through it all because there were so many. However, he would address the students as grasshopper, jump through window. You know, and the grasshopper was meant to obey. So, interestingly enough, it is an old East Asian reference to student grasshopper. It looks like I'm going to have to refresh the Voxbot, right? If I can find it. One moment. I don't know why the Voxbot needs to be refreshed, but yesterday it worked. Whoop, there you go. Well, today is the first day of surf camp for the grandson. He has to be there a little bit earlier So I have to leave at or before 8 o'clock, definitely, to drop my wife at the train station. I wish I had time for a simul early on. I do not. C'est la vie. We'll work it out. And I actually found several old business cards. Here I have the Secretary General of the Singapore Chess Federation, a manager of Seneca, a restaurant near the New York State Scholastic Chess Championships in Saratoga Springs. Seneca is a lovely restaurant, highly recommended. Nelson Downend, screenwriter. I do not know what else Nelson Downend does, but I know that he is a chess parent. And I believe that I will kick off. Uh-oh, don't tell me I got a full point buy. Wow, all that work to get a full point buy. Let's check on Ron Hay here. Ron Hay is playing the I am okay with a draw. Hopefully I won't lose C3 Sicilian. He seems to be doing well with it. I haven't played the Sicilian in so long. I can't recall what is going on. So here white and black have what are called fixed isolated queen pawns. When I first ran across this, there was a plan in Pachman's book, which was to take advantage of this. It worked out really, really well. I still would play bishop to g5 here. Whoop, he stopped it in its tracks. Krishna is a fairly good player, it seems. I'm trying to figure out what can be done. Originally, I think I might have played g3, knight h4, knight g2, and bishop f4 to try to oppose that bishop. So, interestingly enough, I don't know if you can hear the Voxbot, now that I think about it. Checking the Voxbot again, everyone. So, originally, it was pretty late today, Master. What's up? My death is checkmate. And fascinatingly enough, I was giving the schedule of dropping the wife, getting to surf camp, and hopefully getting back here in time for a lesson. F3 is very intriguing here. I don't know if I would have done it before taking that rook. I think I would have waited. I might, because I really want to play F3 now. Now F3. F3 is extremely awkward. This knight's tied down to that pawn. This bishop is bad because of this pawn. Not sure if this is the right way to go about it, sacking a pawn. Ron Hay did not take the free pawn. Ron Hay did not push the pawn. Now we have a problem on our hands. This is a good in-between move, but this way we gain time. And we can still push this pawn to save it. Oh, he's got better plans. Ron Hay is playing extremely assertively. Ron Hay is not playing the C3 Sicilian, by the way. Ron Hay is on the black side. I can only apologize. So now that he's gotten the bishop off of d3, he can start advancing his kingside pawns. It is not too late for this, by the way. f3 is powerful. Bishop h5 was annoying. This may actually pummel white. This may really pummel white. The bishop's hanging. Every time your opponent moves, you have to ask yourself, what are they up to? d4, sir. Oh, he's going in for the quarterback sneak. The quarterback sneak, my friends. Yeah, this is bad. Bishop 2. D3, everyone. What? Lanovich. This is going to make life a lot more work. A lot more work. Absolute craziness, Moneypenny. I don't know why this pawn is not already up here. I really do not know why this pawn is not already on the square. Mm-hmm. Technique, Ron. Ron was pulling the wings off of a fly toward the end there. That was really not cool. So I've given up on the Harry's razor versus the Gillette razor blade duel to a great extent. After 7 days, 3.5 shaves each side, I could not tell that there was a remarkable difference. So ever since the finishing of the first 7 days, I've been shaving the right side of my face with the Gillette blade and the left side of my face with the Harry's razor blade. And it has been working out. So I've got 1.5 to Ron's 3. I have a lot of work to do to catch up to it. What is Krishna doing? What was his first game like? Krishna is playing the white side of a Karpov system. There's no threat of knight to g4 yet. We could play queen to d2. Now h3. Queen to d2 now, or the old Steinitzian, d takes e5. Very Karpovian. Basically, black has a terrible bishop stuck behind a pawn on e5. White has control of the d file for the most part. Black is doing his best to try to convince white. Now, it is almost worth a pawn sacrifice to put the knight on the square anyway. That's how bad black's position is. So knight to f4 is the same as every other move, whether we lose a pawn or not. The most important thing is that we get developed. So a5 could have been the most embarrassing move choice in this position. He chose the second best move. Queen takes d8, rook takes d8, bishop takes, and then knight to d5, pinpointing a weakness on b6 that cannot easily be defended. The only way one can defend it is with rook to d6. And is that really a choice? Rook to d6. Rook on f to d1. Knight to f4. Amazingly enough, on knight to f4, it would save the pawn, but bishop to c4. Knight takes d5, bishop takes d5, rook to b8, so that we can move our bishop. Interesting. Desperado. So was this really necessary, or should we just have played? Yep, it was necessary. We have to guard this one way or the other, but that pawn is very tricky to defend. So I'm torn as to whether or not, maybe, just maybe, rook to d2 is the right move. But okay, he gives up this pawn willingly, gives up that pawn willingly, and now, of course, everything is falling. That's 3 pawns, 4 pawns in a row. Who do we have as white here? Krishna is cleaning up. Finally, our first game of the day. This is a very tough field. We are going to continue with the English opening. And we transposed into the Iron English, which does very well effectively against e5. By the way, the Iron English, this particular setup with knight on g to e2, is nowhere near as effective against c5. I'm not going to castle too soon against this because h5 is a real choice. And because of h5 being a real choice, and the bishop not being on g7, as it normally is, we are going to blast the center. Slowly, I'm catching up. Let's just give him a little tickle. Just a love bite. How he chooses to defend it is entirely up to him. What? Okay. Fair enough. I will take the bait. I will take the bait. Where are you going? Wow, he has that check. That's a little bit of an annoyance. Let's see what we can do to discover upon him. We didn't get much out of this, did we? But now his queen is tied down to that one. Maybe d3 was a better move. Nah. I don't think so. So we went from being up a pawn to being down a pawn in a matter of minutes. Fascinating. Am I worried? Yes, I am worried. Wow. I do not have a good answer for this. You've got that knight check and that knight as well. My opponent is playing very, very quickly. My king being in the center paid me the ultimate price. He does have rook on a to d8, but what does it really do besides checkmate me? Oh, it doesn't checkmate me. Whew, that was close. So now, can I, will I, should I pay attention to this mess the old-fashioned way? Knight f4, knight c3. Really? You would do that to me? Here a check, there a check, everywhere a check, check. Mm-hmm. Fine. Not that there's anywhere that I could go. Interesting. Fine. 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 Born to be alive. Really? No! My opponent is too good. Anti-capitalism at its best. Nicely done, sir. What happened in that game? I let it get out of control. It spiraled so fast after he lost a pawn in the opening. Let us take advantage of this moment while we have it. So on the first move, I personally am only at 652 C4s.
Hello.
C4, C4, E3. Friedrich, good morning. How are you? Hopefully you can be heard. Really, I wasn't supposed to give that up, eh? C5 was better. I believe it. I believe C5 was better. B3. So this wasn't good. Knight to G4. On knight to G4, my plan was to play bishop to C, queen to D5, but I guess that bishop, queen takes, knight takes, bishop C5, knight to E2. Really? Why queen F4? Queen D4, bishop C5, rook D1, rook D8, knight on C to E2. How's the weather? Is it getting warmer now? Is it spring in South Africa? That was just a terrible choice on my part. Is it spring yet? Soon there'll be time in the garden. I'm looking forward to fall with time in the garden. What is happening here? So here we have a very tricky endgame. It does not look like Ron is in any trouble at all. I probably would have definitely played king to b6 instead of blocking Ron. Why is your piece moving backwards, Dudovich? He's not helping. That didn't help either.
Not yet next month.
Dudovich. I think this was just mate. I honestly believe that this was just mate, followed by check and checkmate. Why aren't we playing for checkmate? This is just getting scary. And mate in 2. Not yet next month. So, as we are entering fall, with school starting in September, it is now going to be spring for you. I just find that very, very cool. My goal in retirement is a place like, not unlike actually South Africa, where I can spend half of the year, and then another place like Sweden, where I can spend the other half of the year. Like Pal Benko, my good old friend Pal Benko, he would often play, stay. I'm thinking about the game. He would often stay in Argentina with Ruth Cardoso for the winter months here in the United States. And then he would return to New York for the best of New York. Now, this is a standard move for me. My opponent should not feel too threatened or annoyed or bothered or any of the above. I don't mind if they do feel bothered, annoyed, threatened, or in any way. Interesting. That didn't work out well. I don't know what that move was all about. But, Sylvie, putting another pawn in front of my bishop. That's what's happening. Apparently. Shivansh. Gupta Shinans. I am taking a delayed route toward controlling the center, spotting you a couple of moves of time. I think the old days, Friedrich, the Internet Chess Club days, it was not uncommon to see a load of opening chess books next to your table while you were playing, so you could practice your openings. Dude. Missing mate in 1. Very silly of me to miss mate in 1, but okay, fine. I'll see it on the 5th move. Shivansh, do not give up. All right? We need to do some study. I highly recommend the study streams. Maybe Anand. I should have one for Kappa. Shouldn't I? Or Fisher. Yes, I should have a Fischer study stream, a Gukesh study stream, and I should have commands for either and or all of them, just to introduce those players. So it looks like the kick is not showing up. Or is it in the stream chat? Fauxberg got a full point buy. Krishna is still cruising. Oh, wait. That was the wrong direction. Anti-Capitaliste. This is a relatively new account. He is in quite a number of teams for a relatively new account. He only plays Blitz and he only plays Rapid. He's very dedicated to his Blitz and or Rapid. Fischer Tall Chess Club, Lee Chess Swiss. Very nice to have you, sir. You are a strong player. Let's keep it up. A brand new joiner to the dojo. Very cool. Next up, we have Rocco DiGianni. Johnny Rocco. Johnny the Rock. Or Rock of Giovanni. Rock of Johnny. Rock of Angels. Can we play bishop to b5, bishop to c1, and that's the end of him? Not sure how this queen can escape. b3. Oh, yeah, it's rook on a to b8, maybe. Maybe that's it. But still, we have two coming in this way. So it looks like the queen is trapped both directions. But maybe, just maybe, b3 is the savior. Yes, yes. It has to be bishop d1, b3, pawn takes. Oh, he chose that way. That's also interesting. I wouldn't have taken my eye off of this. I would not have taken my eye off of e4. Bishop takes. Is this really necessary? Are we still trapping? It's not as easy to trap now. Uh-oh, it's time to batten down some hatches. Don't do it! Don't do it! Rocco! You had to play queen d1, dude. It was not going to be easy to save yourself after queen d1, but you had to play queen d1 here. Or bishop c4 actually would still do it. And then bishop c1. Bishop c4.
Hi Master Chess Dojo. I see Kick had some problem this morning.
Oh no, what is it? Let's take a quick peek. Ah, that's why. I am not streaming on Kick, eh? 34 minutes ago I stopped. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm asking a lot to stream on 3 platforms at the same time, aren't I? I am, right? I am asking a lot. What can Ron do to avoid being pummeled by the nature of theory? Once his pawn on e4 is protected. He's threatening my e5 pawn.
For you.
Nicely done. Thank you very much. So, do we sack it anyway?
McKill Botvinnik, January 13th.
McKill Botvinnik. You know who, where I found a tremendous boatload of birthdays? Marco Materia.
March 24th.
So I'm missing one of the Botvinniks.
Erev Armudan Balaji, August 10th.
Interesting. What do you plan on
GFO,
doing
August
to
21st.
me now?
Domantizaj, October 10th. Srihari El Ravi, November 24th.
Interesting. So what is going on here? Should I take that? Is that possible? Then bishop takes, queen takes. I really wanted to play to this square, but I don't seem to have a choice.
Yesterday I got a draw despite playing like an idiot. My opponent also played like an idiot.
Don't you love it when that happens? Don't you? Don't you forget about me. Can I just play it that way? Or do I want to play it a different way? This looks like it should be quite annoying. Let's see what he had planned here.
The draw was the fair result because neither of us deserved to win.
Indeed. This was the simple plan, was to keep the queen on the d5 square. Following the Magnus Carlsen prep versus Nepo. Then there are those who follow the Magnus Carlsen prep versus Fabiano Caruana. And then we also have the Magnus Carlsen prep versus Sergei Karyakin. And we have the Magnus Carlsen prep versus Anand. Anyone else that I'm missing here? Anand, Karyakin, Caruana, Nepo. 5 World Championship matches. I don't count that as winning the World Championship 5 times. Or maybe I guess it counts as defending his World Championship title 5 times. I finished my opening, by the way, everyone. Just a little pat on the back for finishing the opening. Terribly sorry, Ron. As he seems to have a very difficult time. A difficult time defending against, you know what? I'm going to just improve my bishop. Look, there are too many choices here. Rook to d3.
Pat pat.
Rook to b3. King, queen to d5 no matter what. Rook to b3. Knight c3. Rook takes. King takes. It's a tough call. What is the fastest mate? I do not know. Queen e4 check is the fastest mate. I was about to play the longest mate
Give
by
the
far.
queen. Why not play king f1 right away?
Yeah, I don't think it mattered, to be honest. I do not think it mattered because it's still going to be very, very dangerous here. You can give up the queen now. It says that the line is this way.
You think Magnus Carlsen can get his world champion title back?
I don't think Magnus Carlsen has ever stopped being world champion. He was never defeated. He took the route of Bobby Fischer by just refusing to defend his title, which I find very, very very, very awkward. Let's watch Rocco. Johnny the Rock. Let's watch Johnny the Rock versus Krishna here. We have two rooks and a minor piece versus two rooks and a minor piece. The difference being that the G4 pawn is having a tough time.
It's a shame we never got to see a Fischer-Karpov match.
I think, ouch. How did he miss that? He should have played rook takes G4. It is a shame. Fischer would have won, I believe. His willpower and determination and his Chekovich. No, I think I would have continued with the Chekovich. Rook A4. Rook
He won
F4.
the Sport Chess World Cup 2 days ago.
He did. That was rapid chess though. I mean, he's a very, he's still going to be the strongest innate player in the world for some time to come. In order to win this endgame, he is going to have to get the rooks off the board. In order to win this endgame, he absolutely, absolutely must get the rooks off the board.
Fischer was so well prepared, and didn't have engines to help him with his
There we
play.
go. It looks like he might have done it, but he gave up another pawn. He had to play rook F2 before he played anything. Yeah, that's very awkward. If he doesn't get the rooks off the board, now he can't win bishop and rook versus rook and pawn so easily. It could be done, but it would require a lot. Oop, I know what I'm doing. I am trying to get the announcement out for the next event. Krishna, good morning.
Accept when I take over.
I don't seem to have
If
my touch screen
12-year-old
ability.
Magnus Carlsen played 59-year-old Bobby Fischer, who you think would win?
Swiss tournaments. Rapid Swiss. Rapid and classical. Oh, wow. Not having my touch screen is very annoying. I'm trying to get to the Rapid Swiss. Copy link text. New team update. there. Copy link address there. And there. Really annoying that I don't have my touch screen. How rude. Have we played before, Krishna? It does not look like it. All right, fine. We're going into the Ragozin territory. Am I going to lose my queen? No, the c7 pawn is hanging, so I'm okay here. I am very tempted by this chess. What? Oh no!
Thanks for today, many good plays, have to go have an appointment at the dentist.
Oh my god, not the dentist. I'm so sorry. I am very, very sorry. Oh, that's fascinating. That helped out.
I have to go to the dentist a week from tomorrow.
He is in number 4 position. Why am I number 3 positioned? God help us if we ever have to go to the dentist. I'm so sorry. I don't know what to say.
Hi lol.
Really? You're avoiding the draw, eh? That was very kind of you. Gave me time to figure out what's going on here. Oops. Oops. The queen sack for 2 rooks seemed to work out. Very lucky indeed. Chess is life.
GG.
I did manage to ruin Krishna's day, but after he fumbled the ball against Ron Hay, I had this feeling that he could be beatable, but Anti-Capitaliste was very, very strong. We have to head over to, congrats to Ron Hay. What? I'm not here? Did we not do the announcement? What happened to everyone? Is there some event going on? What's up with that? Is there some event? We're at 35-19. You'd think that a sum of the 3,520 would be ready to play some cheese. Let's check out the 3 + 2. $6,600 members, everyone. Wow. Is that true? We finally made it to 6,600 members by clicking randomly. He was the 6,600th member. Very cool. Very, very cool. Do we have a game? We do have a game. Fauxberg, thank you for saving the arena. We're going to answer with knight f6 this time. I don't believe, Fauxberg, that you should be playing c4. You should make life easier for yourself and more difficult for your opponent. Is everyone hearing the Voxbot okay at this stage? Uh-oh. Space advantage. Must capture values of the pawn. Must gain material for this. You must really, 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 really gain material for this. How can I work this?
Alexandra Samaganova plays c4.
That doesn't mean that it's good. Imagine how strong she could be. Imagine how strong she could be if she didn't play c4. Yasser Seirawan did not always play c4. Yasser Seirawan only
played c4.
Yasser only played c4 after he knew how to play chess. To tell you the truth. Yasser only played c4 once he knew how to play chess. Yasser, I know Yasser Seirawan, and Yasser only played c4 after, I repeat, after he learned how to play chess. No, sir. Don't do it.
Do you know Yasser?
I do know Yasser and his wife Yvette Nagel. Yasser and I met early on in my tenure in New York City. As in around 1988, he came to the Marshall Chess Club, and in those days, he, among others, I don't know what I thought I was doing here. I lost a piece.
Fred.
I lost a piece out of this deal. I can't believe it. So now it's 2 minor pieces for a queen. And I'm going to try to get the most out of this, if I can. I don't know if this was the time to resign, but okay. I was blundering left and right. Now we have another couple of players. McKill, good morning. I cannot take McKill lightly. I should be playing d4 against him, right? But fine. This is a test. This is a test. This is a test. I'm going with the very simple attacking chess motif that was recommended by...
Where is Viking?
Ah, they can't be here every day. Everyone must sleep, you know? Everyone must sleep. Yes. May I? May I have another?
After my mom is testing the electricity.
Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. What in the world is going on? I'm getting my pawn back, but at what cost?
I can't figure out who is better here.
But at what cost? That's exactly where I wanted him. Now, can I fix some things on this side of the board?
Dishwasher is on.
Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. That is quite incredible. So, is there one for the moment of truth? May I? Very annoying. Chess. And wow, that is very scary. Here a check, there a check, everywhere a check, check. Just threatening so many ways of bothering the daylights out of me that I did not have an easy path. So here a check, there a check. Oh, and he's still trying to do it. Yes. No, I'm not. I'm not agreeing to a draw just yet. We still have more pawns than you. Chess. Push, takes, push. Bishop. All right, fair enough.
Hi John, the first M back.
Are you willing to take this risk? Good morning, Arthur. How are you? Boo, he missed his chance. Oops. He missed his chance. He did miss his chance. Ooh, and he missed his chance again. Oops.
I played a chess tournament yesterday and it was great. I got plus 122 rating points and I got 7/9 points.
No! I pushed it by accident? Hold on, I have to go back and see what happened in this for just a moment. This is not supposed to happen. He pushes. Oh, I have to triangulate? Is that it? I blundered. I literally blundered. If I play king to c7, it wins in this particular position because I've check, check, and check. This has to be in my book, unfortunately.
You had king c7. Easy victory.
I know. This is one of those things where I've been teaching this lesson for some time, and I truly did blunder. As it turns out, I truly, truly did blunder. I have to run my wife to the train station. And Fauxberg is black. Interesting. Queen takes is the simplest. How rude, by the way. How rude did I play that? Wow. I do have to send this. Where is it? I do have to send this to a student. There we go.
Fred is going to have trouble developing his bishop with the queen on e7.
This is my FIDE profile. If only I could see your FIDE profile. All links are blocked. You were sending that on which platform? You were sending it on Sir Arthur Witty Alien. I'm not sure what you... Nicely done. 7 out of 9 points. Excellent. But if you played all 9 rounds in one day, that's craziness, Arthur. Is that a rapid event? Yeah? I'm looking for a way to possibly see, let's see, mod actions, auto mod. Believe it or not, I believe that your link is protected from everyone. This is your FIDE profile. The link is blocked out even for me. So I have to take my grandson to surf camp this morning, as well as, and it looks like we have only one viewer on Twitch. Is Twitch twitching out? Is Twitch even working? It does seem to be working. So all of my viewers are on YouTube, which is okay. That may actually be what I prefer. Interesting. I think I would have played queen to g4. Queen to g4, bishop f4, bishop e5. So that we're not necessarily in a position where you have a trickier time. We're at 829 followers. Congratulations, everybody. Thank you for helping me out. That is amazing. Please, please, please subscribe to the YouTube. Yeah, we need to be able to double and triple rooks on this e-pawn. And then we put our bishop on e5. It is not that difficult, by the way. Doesn't look great for Fauxberg, but if he can hold his number 3 ranking, which I think he can, as the other fellow is ducked out. This is the end of round 4, so there should be no more rounds. We run up and grab those birthdays before I forget. I do have a way of retrieving them, even if I do forget. Copy. Paste. Stream tags. Copy. World Champion Series birthday stream, daily stream. That is what we have today. The 5th World Championship Botvinnik. Add our tags. Today's recording date, the 17th of August. Is it true? 13th? So we're 2 days past my, trying to think of what year Petrosian died, my anniversary for teaching. Didn't even think about it as an anniversary for teaching just yet. Let's return to Fauxberg while I can. Stream location, New York City. Not sure that that should really be an option because I am online. Stream location online. I do actually prefer everyone being online. Ouch. And we will know in 10 seconds as I must run if that is the end of the world as we know it. Namaste, everyone. Not a great showing for the Botvinnik event, but I did learn something that I cannot take this game lightly at all. Trust nothing. Check everything. Yesterday I jinxed myself by saying that I had not stalemated anyone in a while, and today I knew that I should not have said that out loud yesterday. Right? I should not have said that out loud yesterday. Everything was so good in this position. Craziness, right? Absolute, bitter, utter craziness. And then I played b6 without looking. There is an exception for every rule. And I should have just played my king back to b6. And the deal here is that when I'm pushing this pawn, I'm pushing it with check. C'est la vie. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I will talk to everyone soon. Cheers and ciao. Have a great, great, great day. And let's study some Botvinnik today in honor of his birthday, August 17th. Cheers.